we're at the top menu for this player here. This player happens to be called Squeezebox. We're at the top menu right now. So if I want to play an album, I can go to Music Library. Once I'm in Music Library, I can go to Albums. Once I'm in Albums, it's going to show me all the albums in my library. And if you notice, the images aren't here, they're loaded in real time. So if you know, they just caught up. So if I want to play the whole album of Fleetwood Mac right here, I can just hit play and Fleetwood Mac will start playing.
Sweet.
If I want more information about the tracks in that album, I select the center button. That'll show me the tracks of that album. If I'd rather go to a particular track, I can go to that track from here. Or, since I've already added the album, I can go to my now current playlist and just, skip to another track in the playlist. So, the navigation basics are, this gets you up a menu, this gets you down a menu, down a menu. Playing and plus, everything you're hearing is actually from a real-time playlist. So if I want to add the Beatles to the end of my playlist that I'm playing now, instead of actually hitting play, I would hit add. And now I've added that album to the end of the playlist.
How does radio work when you add radio to a playlist?
So radio itself can't be in the current playlist. You can only have one radio station playing in the current playlist. But you can have a playlist of radio stations. It's kind of like a shortcut. So if you go to that playlist, you'll have all those radio stations in that playlist. It's just that playing the whole playlist, you're only going to get the first radio station in that playlist. So the volume control, you can either click it right now, click up, click down. We've also just added this feature. If you click it once and you turn the wheel will now work as a volume control as well. And right now the screensaver is the now playing screensaver. So if you see right now I'm on 5 of 43 tracks on my current playlist.
Right.
I'm at 119, 120, 1 minute 21 seconds, 2 minutes 20 seconds to go. If I don't like the song, I can skip ahead and I'll skip to the next song.
Right. Can you do that flicker? Can you show the flicker extra?
Well,
it's not programmed in with.
No, it is, but with the internet access issues we're having, I'm afraid that it'll break.
Okay, don't do that. Can we go back home?
Sure. So there's a shortcut to go home. You can click the home button. That'll get you to the Squeezebox player's home. If you double click it, that'll go right to now playing. So those are two shortcuts. Sorry. Please make sure my other one doesn't walk off.
Who's got it?
The guy, gentleman behind me. So, as you see the default menu, while playing, we have what mode is it in. That's repeat playlist. That's my signal strength. That's how much battery I have left. That's current date, current time today. So, these are customizable. You can have different screensavers. As you saw when you were playing with it before, there's just a time screensaver you can do. We can even go to some of those if I don't. So, we go to screen, we go to screensavers. So right now, while playing, it's going to be the now playing screen. I can change it to some of these other ones like the clock. And then you want to know about flicker. I don't really want to do that.
Don't do it then. That's cool. Let's try a screensaver. Let's see how it looks.
Sure. So if we want to switch it to just the analog clock.
There's no visualizations?
Not currently. I suppose it's a possibility. But remember, if you're going to do visualizations, that means you're going to also send your data, your audio data here. And currently, we're not doing that. This is strictly control data.
Gotcha.
But that doesn't mean that couldn't be done. A lot of that would have to be down to how much processor you have left over.
Right.
So if I go home, now playing, I wouldn't be surprised if we wait a moment, you'll see the clock pop up instead. I think it's set to 5 or 10 seconds right now. As long as I picked that right.
Here it is.
Of course, the screen dimming kicked in too. So the screen dimming is working off of the accelerometer. If you notice, the dimming came up. But to get out of the screensaver right now, I need to move the wheel or touch the knob, and that'll bring me back.
Very cool. Anything else you think of?
And that's the short demo. I mean, everything else is here. You go to library. If you don't want to do albums, you can do artists. It's going to have the whole list of artists. One of the things we did just add recently is the faster you turn, the faster this display will go, and to a point, you'll start to see the actual characters. So I can get from B all the way down to, you know, another character, and as I go, it gets faster and faster and faster. And if you notice, that's how I go all the way down to the bottom.
I love it.
If I go slower, the acceleration slows down. So I can go the Seal. If I hit play, it's going to play every Seal album, every Seal track I have. If I hit select, it's going to show me what albums I have by Seal.
Awesome.
This one happens to have a play all menu option. If I want to go in and play in a particular track, it's just like before.
Yeah, it's brand new.
So now don't apply as playing. But when I hit play, so in my playlist right now, I'm only going to have that single track. So that's the only track on my playlist now.
Oh, I see. That's your current playlist.
Yeah. So the reason why that was because I selected the song and not the album. This time, let's do artists from here just for fun. I'll hit play from here. Now it's going to do that playlist of all of the Seal that's on here, and there they all are.
In what order?
They would be in alphabetical order by album.
Oh, gotcha. What if you want to randomize this list?
Then we would just go to random play on extras, I believe is where it is. No. It's on settings. Probably under shuffle.
Cool.
So now it's by song. We got an icon. If we go back to that playlist, you'll notice that the playlist is now, well, it hasn't actually showed it yet, but it will. When it updates, it will be in a different order.
What's the update time? Is there like an interval where it does a refresh?
I'm not sure. This are all things in development. I mean, I know for a fact it's going to be in a different order, but this may not just be showing it.
Maybe
it's just showing it.